Emma, it's your turn. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we got a lot of these. Hey, friends. I'll go ahead and put these down for a second. Hey, my name is Zach. Welcome to Woods Kids. I'm our Eden Prairie director for Woods Kids Eden Prairie location, and I'm excited that you are joining with us virtually today. We're talking about board games this entire month because this entire month our theme, is the rules for life. That's right. We're talking about 5 different rules that we have for life. This is week 4, so I'm excited to share with you what is our number 4th rule that we have for you today. In fact, I'm actually playing a game right now because I love games so much, and I have all these beads that I'm collecting. It's kind of like these gems I'm collecting in this game, and I just keep collecting a lot of them because I think I'm doing really well, but I don't want to spend them yet. So I'm just gonna keep collecting them and do my thing. You know, talking about like collecting stuff and keeping your board games looking good, you know, our word for this month is responsibility. Do you remember what that means? Well, let me refresh your memory if you don't. Responsibility in Woods Kids, we're defining it as this: showing you can be trusted with what is expected of you, right? And so if you're expected to do something, you do it. And if somebody trusts you to behave in the correct way, you behave in the correct way, right? That's having responsibility. If you sit down to play a board game and you all agree on the rules, you're responsible for following those rules, to have fun and enjoy the board game as well. Well, friends, we're gonna do some awesome worship songs. We have an incredible game. We have such a good and amazing story to listen to from the true word, the Bible, as well as to hear from our online host, Erica. I'm gonna continue counting my beads, and why don't you go ahead, stand up to your feet. That's right, stand on up to get ready to worship God. And I'll catch you later. All right, where was I? 9, 10, 11, 12.
When night is falling, when fear is calming, still you're calling me. Yeah, when faith is lost and my hope exhausted, you will be my strength. When my mind says I'm not good enough, God, you're enough for me. I've decided I'm not giving up. You won't give up on me. You won't give up on me. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. I feel it breaking out like an echo. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. I feel it breaking out like an echo, echo in my soul. In every season, you keep repeating promises to me. Whoa, and there's no stopping what you have started until it is complete. And my mind says I'm not good enough. God, you're enough for me. Hey, I've decided I'm not giving up. 'Cause you won't give up on me. You won't give up on me. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. I feel it breaking out like an echo. Hey, your love is holding on and it won't let go. No, I feel it breaking out like an echo, echo in my soul. In my when my mind says I'm not good enough, God, you're enough for me. I've decided I'm not giving up. You won't give up on me. You won't give up on me. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. Come on, come on. I feel it break
I'm gonna move my piece and collect this. Uh-oh, that gem fell off. So I'll collect this gem instead. Hey friends, it's Zach. Great job worshiping. You can go ahead and take a seat. Okay, so in this game I'm playing against Emma, I'm collecting, I already showed you it, these awesome gems. And I have to actually use these gems to like do more moves in the game, but I'm still not really sure how to use them. Like, I know how to use them, but I don't know if I want to use them. Like, it's probably the right thing to do, but I just kind of want to keep saving all my gems, because can you hear that? I have so many of them. And I think I just want to keep saving them. So, Emma, I think it's, yeah, you can go ahead. It's your turn. I'll talk to the kids. So, yeah, I'm going to save these, I think. Friends, I think we should play another game. While Emma's taking her turn on our board game, let's play a board game. For this game, here's what you're gonna need. You're gonna need a deck of cards. I'm gonna go ahead and give you 1 minute to find a deck of cards. Miss Emma, cue the countdown. And 1 minute is up. Were you able to find a deck of cards? Okay, for those of you who didn't find a deck of cards, or maybe you don't have a deck of cards, right now, write down 7 numbers, 1 to 13, okay? So these numbers can be any numbers, 1 to 13, and just any random number in order. So it could be like a 2, an 8, an 11, a 7, go ahead, okay? So write those down, and while you're writing those down, I'll explain what we're gonna do. The game we are gonna play is the game of War with cards. Have you played this game before? If not, here's how this game works. I need to explain the rules to this game. All right, I have this deck of cards. I'm gonna reveal the top card on my deck. And if you have a deck of cards, you're gonna reveal the top card on your deck as well. Whoever has the higher number wins that round. We're gonna do 7 rounds. Now, in a normal game of War, if there's a tie, there's different rules that happen. Because obviously I can't see what card you have. In this game, if there's a tie, you win. You win on ties, which is pretty good odds, okay? So, are you ready to play a game of War? And remember, if you don't have a deck of cards, that's okay. Just use the numbers that you quickly wrote down and use it from the first number to the 7th number, all right? So here we go, and I'm gonna keep my deck so you know that I'm not cheating. The first card, are you ready? Do you have your card in hand? Is, oh, I got a 4. What did you get? All right, you probably beat this one. That's a bad card. I'm gonna go ahead and lay it down. All right, ready for the second one? I hope this is like a king, and what? A 2? You definitely beat me on that one. And even if you got a 2, you won. All right, this next one is, I got a king. I bet I just beat you. It is so hard to beat a king. Oh, by the way, if you grab an ace we're gonna say is a low card, meaning an ace is only a 1. It doesn't beat a king in this game. All right, the next card, an 8. All right, this is kind of hard. If you have a face card, you might be able to beat my 8, or if you have a 9, but if you have something lower, I just won again. All right, I hope this is another high card. It's a, I got a king again. That's incredible. What did you get? Okay, well, hopefully I was able to beat you on that one. 2 more cards left. Oh, I got a jack. All right, if you have a queen or a king or a jack, you beat me. But anything below that, I just won. Man, I am drawing really high cards. Let's see my last one. It's a 7. All right, this is a toss-up. You might have something higher or you might have something lower. All right, friends, that is it. I am out of cards. That was 7 cards. How many did you win? Did you beat me? If you won 4 or more of those rounds, you're the winner. You beat me. But if I won 4 or more of those rounds, I just beat you. Anyways, go ahead, give me a air high five no matter what happened. Boom. You did a great job. Well, in that game of war, which was incredible, you followed the rules, which was great, and you also were able to see different cards. Now, one of the cards I drew, actually I drew this twice because I guess I just have good luck, is the king, right? And the king is the highest card, unless if you're playing the ace high, but we were playing with the ace low, which means the ace was a 1 and the king was the highest card. The king was in charge. He was the boss of everybody. In our Bible story today, we're going to be talking about a king. Well, not really a king, but a boss of everybody that was below him. And he gave something to everybody that was below him in hopes that they would do something with it. That's all I'm going to give you about as far as a hint with the Bible story. You're going to have to think about what Bible story you think it is. Until then, go ahead and stand up to your feet on worship so you can worship God. I'm going to go ahead and put this card down and start counting my gems again. All right, where was I at? 29, 30.
In the middle of the dark night, I can't see the sunlight. It's gonna be alright, I won't be afraid, no. When the waves are crashing and lightning is flashing, I'll still be standing, I won't be afraid. Cause you light the dark, you fill my heart with courage. When I'm afraid, Jesus, you are my hope. I call your name, you keep me safe, your strength is perfect. I will trust in you alone, you are my hope. Your strength is endless, and I believe it. I won't be afraid, cause you light the dark, you fill my heart with courage. When I'm afraid, Jesus, you are my hope. I call your name, you keep me safe, your strength is perfect. I will trust in you alone, you are my hope.
All right, I'm gonna take this gem and add it to my collection. Hey friends, great job worshiping. Go ahead and sit down. Okay, I've collected so many gems and I've decided I just don't wanna use them. I know I kind of supposed to play the game, but I would rather just collect them. Look, I collected so many, I had to get a second bag that wasn't even provided in the game to hold all of my gems. Emma, how many gems do you even have? You spent them all? Like, to gain points in the game? Oh, maybe this was a bad strategy. No, no, it was fine. I want to keep these. Maybe I'll even bury them after. We'll see. Well, hey friends, in our Bible story today, we're going to talk about some servants who were given basically a lot of money to spend, and they had a choice on how to spend that money. It's a story or a parable told by Jesus. And before we get to the story, we're going to also hear from our online host, Erica. All right, maybe I should go hide these. Wait, how many points did you get, Emma?
Hi everybody, I'm Erica. Who's up for a game of Brain Drain? The rules to this one are very simple. Use every single part of your brain to get your team to guess the answers to the questions. You're my team! So you've got to guess the answers. That's your responsibility. Responsibility is showing you can be trusted with what is expected of you. Okay, this first question is knowledge-based. So you're going to need to use this part of your brain you use for intense thinking. What is 4 plus 4 plus 8 plus 8 minus 16? You have 10 seconds. Go! Carry the 1. Okay, time's up! Here's the answer. 4 plus 4 plus 8 plus 8 minus 16 is 8! Did you get the answer? Did you get the answer? Huh? Who got it? I'm gonna say you did. Next question! Okay, so this is an artistic question. You'll need that creative part of your brain right here. Using the enclosed clay and drawing pad, get your team to guess the following phrase. Okay, I can do this. Go! Huh? What? What? Do you get it? It's a dime a dozen. A dime a dozen. A dime a dozen. That's the phrase that means something is so common you can pretty much find it anywhere. It's a dime a dozen. We're rich, I tell you. We're rich. Oh. Let's do another one. Ooh! This one's a performance card. I like this one. It uses that part of your brain that gives you courage. Right here to act on stage or sing. Here goes. Get your team to guess the following animal. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'll just look silly. In today's story, we'll learn about a boss who put 3 servants in charge of bags of gold. Will the servants do something with what they're given or waste their opportunity? I'm not going to act like that animal. Stop wondering. Stop!
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story, inspired by the book of Matthew, chapter 25, verses 14 through 30.
When Jesus wanted to share truth with the people that followed Him, He often would tell a parable, a story.
Here is what the kingdom of heaven will be like.
These parables used everyday situations to help people think and understand God's truth for themselves. One day in Jerusalem, Jesus wanted to share a story with His followers. If He told that same story today, it might sound something like this. There once was a man who created the world's most amazing energy bar.
Just one bite and I feel like I could leap tall buildings in a single bound. What is even in these?
If I told you, I'd have to leave you stranded on top of Mount Everest.
The man did such a good job of selling the energy bars, he soon became wealthy. Then one day, he got on a Zoom call with 3 of his top employees.
Zane, Ren, Murray.
Yes, sir.
Right here.
Murray,
Says he's here.
I don't hear him.
start your audio, Murray.
Oh, hey, just, I was finishing the movie.
I've called you together for an important purpose. I'm going offline.
You're what?
Completely screen-free. I'm going to travel the world for a while. Hike Everest, cross the Sahara, dive down to the Mariana Trench, miles beneath the ocean, all fueled by my energy bar, of course.
Dude, that is far out.
Literally.
The rich man had carefully studied his employees and knew what they can handle.
While I'm gone, I'm leaving you in charge of my money. Zane, I'm sending you an encrypted key to access my gold account with 5,000 credits.
Oh, excellent.
Ren, here's an encrypted key to access my silver account with 2,000 credits.
I'm on it.
Murray, check your inbox for an encrypted key to my bronze account with 1,000 credits.
That's it.
That's it. I'm going off the grid.
Immediately, Zane accessed the money from the gold account and put that money to work. He hired scientists and designers to create a suction shoe that would keep a rock climber from falling.
I call it the fly shoe.
The fly shoe sold as nearly as fast as the energy bar. Zane soon made his money back, and more. Ren, meanwhile, made excellent use of the money in the silver account.
What does every adventurer need besides fuel and shoes? A friend.
So Ren invented a robotic hamster that could travel anywhere an explorer can go, from the highest of mountains to the deepest ocean trench. Soon, robotic adventure hamsters sold as fast as toilet papers. So that left only Murray, who sat looking at the bronze account on his computer screen.
Only 1,000? It's like he expects me to mess it up. Well, I'll show him. Ha!
So Murray took the money out in coins and stashed them in a giant bag. Then late one night, dug a hole in his backyard, stashed the bag inside, and covered it right back up.
Great. Now all I have to do is go back inside and watch Netflix.
After a very long time, the rich man returned from the wilds.
Ah, electricity, internet. I have returned to the grid. Please accept my meeting invite.
Zane and Ren hopped on the call immediately. Murray took a little longer.
Start your audio, Murray.
Oh yeah, there it is.
I'm excited to see how you've handled my money. Zane?
Through sales of the fly shoe, I've added 5,000 more credits to your gold account.
Well done, good and faithful employee. You've been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share my happiness. Now, Ren.
My adorable traveling robotic hamsters have earned 2,000 more credits for your silver account.
Well done, good and faithful employee. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share my happiness. So, Murray.
Yeah, hold on.
Murray reached down and held up a muddy sack. He spilled the coins across the desk.
How much is that?
1,000 credits.
That's what I gave you.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I knew you're a tough businessman. You make money even where you haven't worked for it. I didn't want you getting mad, so I just buried the money. See? It's all safe.
Murray offered a weak smile, but instead of smiling back, the rich man went red in the face.
You lazy man. If you knew I can make money even when I haven't worked for it, you should have at least kept my money in the bank where it would have earned a little bit.
Sure.
The rich man turned to his personal assistant and ordered.
Take Murray's credits and give them to Zane, who already has 10,000 credits. Oh, and take Murray off my payroll immediately.
The message of Jesus' story was clear. If you are responsible for what you were given, you'll be given more. If you wasted it, you end up with nothing.
When Jesus told the story about the boss and the 3 servants, I think it was really a story about you and me. God is like the boss in the story, and we're the ones he entrusted with bags of gold. Okay, so maybe God didn't actually give you a bunch of gold, but you have definitely been given something. Each and every one of us has been uniquely created. We've been given unique talents and abilities. We use different parts of our brain. We are definitely not a dime a dozen. So, it's up to us to actually use what God has trusted us with. We can't just bury it in the ground and let it go to waste. And I think it's even better if we use what He's given us to make a difference in the world, to love God, and to love other people. So here's the rule for life to remember today. Make the most of what you've been given. So if you've got a talent for singing, then sing out loud and strong. If you're good at intense thinking, then think about how you can make the world a better place. And if you happen to have the talent for acting like a wild animal, then let it out of its cage every once in a while, even if it makes you look silly. Did you get it? You're right. It was a zebra. See you next time. I'm kidding. It was an elephant. A really good elephant, too. I wonder what part of the brain that was. This one? This one? This one? This one? Definitely this one.
I can't believe I lost. Oh, hey friends, I just found out that Emma destroyed me in this board game. She got 257 points. I got a measly 4 points. And that was it. I think that was because Emma actually spent her gems to win the game, and I just held on to all of my gems. That was definitely not a good move at all. You know, in our Bible story, that's the same thing we just heard about, right? That there was the one servant who went and buried what his master had given instead of using it. Now, talking about real life, you probably won't be given a bag of gems by your parents or by God to use. But instead, you know what you're gonna be given? You're gonna be given talents. God made you in a specific way, right? He created you to be good at soccer or at dance or at making new friends or at creating pieces of art. He made you specifically to use those talents. God also made you, remember, to love Him and to love others. You also have time, a bag of time, and you can decide how to use it. You can sit and play Fortnite on your computer for hours on end, or instead, you can go and try to make some new friends, or you can make something to encourage your parents, or you can go play with your brothers and sisters. You know, it really all comes down to this, our bottom line for today, which is make the most of what you're given. Friends, you're not gonna be given a bag of gems, okay? And if you are, that would be pretty incredible. But what you are given are your talents and you're given your time. Make the most of it. Don't waste it laying around watching Netflix. Instead, do something that God has given you with, right? Go ahead, play with your sisters, help your parents, send a card to your grandparents, make new friends, tell others about Jesus. Do something with what you're given. Don't be the servant who takes what he was given and decides he's too lazy to do anything about it and goes and buries it and hides it instead. Friends, why don't we go ahead and pray together and just ask that God would give us the motivation and the wisdom to know what to do with the talents he has given us. So take your hands, let's clap them together on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, and let's pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you so much we could learn more about you and the incredible stories you tell in the Bible. We pray that we wouldn't be like the servant, Lord, who went and just hid the talents, hid his money that he had. But instead, God, you would show us how we can bless other people with the talents and the time you have given us. In your holy and precious name, amen. Amen. Well, friends, thank you so much for joining me today. If you're joining on our YouTube channel, go ahead and click the link below to access some more activities you can do at home. If you're joining us online for our church live, you can go ahead and go to wooddale.org/churchathome to find our lesson. And if you're in person, go ahead and talk to one of your amazing volunteers to learn more about how in small group you can learn to use your talents and time that God has given you. You know, talking about this game and the bag of gems, that was not a smart move. I think the next time I play against Emma, I'm gonna actually start using these to gain points and win the game. You know, talking about next time. Hey Emma, I know you destroyed me. Do you wanna do a rematch? But I have some gems I need to use. Oh, okay, I'll go set up the game. Let's play.